வணக்கம். मैं हैदर अली सैयद SivaM से United under Tamil Shade.
So that's one of the reason I suggest generally you that we have to be so careful of what we are programming ourselves. The program based on the topics intensely, we speak repeatedly. Speaking one, mentioning, it's all different. That repeatedly, one thing you speak, it is not that you are telling other people, you are self-programming something. So if you choose to self-program something, then so be it. I just make people aware that what are they programming themselves. That's what I do. Because in my life, there is no do's and don'ts. So I can't tell people don't. So if you do, what happens, I make people aware of it to my knowledge. So if the path is not changed for the revolutionary, and there it goes. You might have come across in history that there are some people, revolutionary life they would have lived, then they will go on on Siddha life. You might have read about Tamil Pandya kings that after being king, after they have done their duty to the society, they will go as Siddha at different point of time. They can go to that level as nobody only when they have not taken up the glory while they are whatever they are. People cannot be a prisoner of such victories and glories. Then they are stuck. That is why in people, there are historians, there are even common people, they raise questions about Pandyas. Why is it there are no evidence about Pandyas? About Cholas, this is mentioned, that is mentioned, all that they say. But about Pandyas, why there is no? More than 5,000 years, generally from Sangha literature, they are talking about Pandyas. But why there is no evidences? Because they don't self-glorify themselves. But in order to point out how they respected as a king, their name is the one, nothing is the original name. Whatever the Pandyas name, king's name list is there, none of the name is their original name. Every name is the title name for what they have done to become before they became a king, or immediately after they became a king. They are called by that because how he was born, what he was as whatever he is as a person, it did not matter. What matters was what he has done for the society. What was he as an inner person was the important thing for Pandya king. And whatever the thing they did during their administration, he wasn't glorified or he was appreciated, but the glorification was not taken, because then after that it would have gone. Whether he would have become a Siddha within the when the administration responsibility goes to another person, he live a different life, waiting for preparing himself to live the next life how it has to be. So from a revolutionary, that the person goes to that level, exclude himself from the society, then then he prepare himself to continue his journey. Then next he would be born in a way, if he is based on varieties of things. So if he was able to be in the next life, also the person have to struggle to reach his old path. Once they get to the path, everything happens in 1 second. Awakening does not happen in a long years. Awakening happens in less than a fraction of seconds. Prior to that, whatever the person does is preparing his mind, body, and soul. If everything comes in one perfect combination, which is based on the sequence of events happens around him, and tuck, one shot, everything. eyes will be open. He will simply see actually the same thing. He does not see different things, but it's same things in a different dimension. Meaning of everything. That is not actually meaning of everything in my view. It is just a different angle with a different meaning in a different dimension. Then the path, whichever he is supposed to be, which he can't even be sure, you just have to pass. For everything, it is the faith. So probably he might even, they will understand it that only they cross it. Nobody will understand their path when they reach it. Because exactly the same thing I mentioned to King Raji. He is on a path. He quit clubhouse. So he's on a path, just like that. Just move on. Then once the path, then again, see what kind of a struggle that Siddha would have had. So the most important thing is how we can accomplish, or like in I don't know, even though all these words, English words, are not being suitable accomplishment, because nothing is an accomplishment. Living a life of multiple transformation, like in one lifetime, is so difficult. So we have to make sure that never get into any of this. To walk on a path, you should uh, never get into this loop. The moment you get into the loop, like you live circle and circle and circle, thinking that that's the path, but actually it will be like you'll be revolving around something inside. So the path is like very long and winding. Varieties of experience is waiting. Varieties of understanding is yet to be understood. So from there, that they have to move on. Then the next one is from after the body to body. There goes that is called arubam. Actually, yeah, it's rubam and arubam. That is what my name means. Illuminating, where that the person might look brighter. I mean, glowing. That's the meaning of illuminating. Is the meaning of rubam. Tamil word actually. Rubam, arubam, viswarubam. Actually, arubam is supposed to be dark, I think. Rubam is the illuminating. Then, which is the English term called that shapeshifters. It became body, like it lost, by the time it would have lost that physical attributes, absolutely. That is how that Murugan's disciple Bogar happened to travel like different countries. That is the belief. In different period of time, not only one period of time. Everything inclusive, time travel, physical, body travel, so many things, portals. In portals, you actually see the original portal thing. The old portal things, how it was that it is your physical body. So once you stand into the one side of the portal, like when you start passing through the same body without any changes, you move on. In modern ones, if you see that as the body it cannot travel, so what happens is it dissolves into molecules, and the molecules travel and reassemble as the same. Something is not happening, then they are dead. So they go different. Then what happens? Life cycle's over, and they will be born again. It's entirely a different thing without any of it. That is why reaching the SivaM is the goal of plenty of people. So then it happens either like you may be reborn or like, as a whatever, can be an avatar, can be anybody, can be start once more, like one more round in a different path. You may even born and like become a tyrant. You may even become anybody when the new life cycle is starting, or you may never be born. One may never be born. I should not say you or he. There it goes that like that is part of the omnipotent as absolute nobody, zero. There is no identification, nothing.
Thank you.